Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.
Pause up, pet pals. Welcome to Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life Show. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Real men do love cats. On this Meowvelous episode, we have a dynamic duo of cat advocates. So get ready to get your purr on. We're going to dive right in. Our special guests have been best known by their zillions, see what I did there, of social media faithful followers. They are Nathan, the cat lady, a.k.a. Nathan Kehn, and Trap King, a.k.a. Sterling Davis. To me, they are a pair of superheroes for all cats and those who love cats. We're so delighted to have you both on the show, gentlemen. Nathan, Sterling, welcome to Four-Legged Life.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be here.
Right now I feel like a cat who's lapping up some milk and maybe pouncing on a catnip toy. Happy. That's how I feel. Happy. These gentlemen are manly men, proving that real men do love cats. So I want to dive in. Sterling, Trap King Davis, Mr. Ex-Military. What's the deal with you and cats?
Hey, it's everything. Since I've been itty bitty.
Itty bitty? Like an itty bitty kitty?
Like an itty bitty kitty. Since my kitten days, I've had a thing with cats. Like I've always had it. And growing up, I've been the guy in the neighborhood that would get into fights with the little boys that was trying to abuse or hurt.
Oh, thank you.
The squirrel. So I was the kid like, no, stop, don't do that. Leave the squirrel alone, leave the cat alone. So I've always been an animal dude, but especially a cat guy. Like there's always been a special bond with me and cats, even big cats, lions and tigers that I shouldn't even be messing
with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love cats.
I love it. And Nathan, now you're in Georgia right now, right, Sterling?
Yeah.
Are you home is around Atlanta, right?
Oh, around the South, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's a big area. And Nathan, you are from Colorado, but are you now in LA?
Yeah, born and raised Colorado and now currently in Los Angeles.
All right, so I'm hoping for all of you on YouTube followers, Arden Moore, YouTube, just check it out. These dudes are going to probably show us some cats, including Nathan. You're in your home right now. Where is Princess? Where's Pickles? Where's the team?
So they're all snooping around. Let's see if I'll rotate. Those just listening on the radio, you can't see it, but there's Ginger up on a heated pad.
All right.
Princess in a box. Pickles, he's in a fluffy bed right by the window watching the birds, and Annie is in her castle right here.
Oh, Annie, let your purr down. Okay.
Exactly.
So, same question. What is it about cats, and when did you say, I dig cats?
It's just like Sterling. It started really young for me. I grew up with cats and dogs. I got my first cat when I was, I think, 5. Her name was Snowflake, and she was the sweetest little white kitty. And I just had a thing for cats, like big cats. I wanted to go into zoology. My whole room was a jungle with like big tigers, and I still have all the stuffed animals back in Colorado. I refuse to get rid of them. But yeah, I just kind of always wanted to be around cats and like had something. And then I kind of drifted away from it. I was like, well, I love cats, but I want to be an actor. And then of course the two worlds merged, and it's
so awesome. You bravely went where no man has gone before by giving the moniker of Nathan the Cat Lady. How has that been a bonus for you?
That's been great. It gets people laughing immediately. I wish more people could see the reaction to people's faces when they go, "Oh, what's your Instagram handle?" And I go, "Oh, it's Nathan the Cat Lady," and just the wheels turning of lady. But no, it's just the process in their head is hilarious. But I love it. I love that people laugh.
And
right
guys, they're easy on the eyes, both of these gentlemen, and I can say that because I'm probably old enough to be their grandmother, but. I got to tell you, Nathan, I know you're Nathan the Cat Lady, but you look like a young Brad Pitt.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's a strong compliment.
What do you think, man? He's a manly man.
I'll take it.
And Sterling, man, I love the beard. You got the tats going. You got the, who would be a good, you could replace, who's the actor that has the deep voice you always hear on James? Who's the guy?
James Earl Jones.
Oh yeah, you could be his grandson. Don't you think it's time that you do some voiceovers because he's getting older?
So.
So I
was
got you guys both careers set up now. What do you think?
as long as it's
I'll
Cat
now be
Man.
Brad Pitt, and he'll be James. That's perfect. All right, I love
James
it.
Earl Jones and Brad Pitt with cats.
We
Got it.
should
You got it.
remake Star Wars. This will be great.
So speaking of cats, each one of you, if you could have a cat superpower, what would be a power that cats have you don't? Remember, this is a family radio show. What would you pick to be a superpower cats have that you don't?
Ooh.
Who wants to go first? Come on.
Well, you said it's family, so I'm gonna keep it family. So I will say probably the leaping ability.
Oh
like,
yeah, they can leap
that
like
leaping-
7 times just
Yeah.
sitting there. Can you imagine you standing in a line and then you just binging up, making a pole vaulter jealous?
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
tell
say.
you, my basketball career would have went a whole different direction if I could have that superpower.
I like
Yeah.
that. Okay, how about you, Nathan?
I'm with him. I got to go with the jump. Like
Yeah.
Princess, you can't see how far it is, but she jumps from this counter all the way over here to this shelf that's up
So
high.
we're talking
I measured
vertical
it.
and horizontal.
Yeah, I measured it. It's about 6 feet that
Wow.
she jumps up and over. And if I could, that's like 5 times her body length. If I could do that, I don't know if I would do anything with it, but it'd be fun. Make some great videos with it for sure.
It would. You'd be like the
I've
new
been
Matrix,
over-
you know?
I've been over his house and seen her make that jump too. It's pretty
insane.
amazing.
So how did you two dudes connect? Who wants to tell the story and embellish? Go ahead.
We met like every typical guy meets at Catman Bingo at a cat cafe lounge.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah,
Catman Bingo?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was one of my first events when I first was starting off, and as I just had partnered with this cat cafe, and they said, "Hey, we're doing Catman Bingo. We've got these 2 guys coming in. We got Sterling and Trap King, and we got Catman of West Oakland, Adam, coming in. And they do a Catman Bingo. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Sure." I didn't really know, so I just got there, and I was supposed to be one of the hosts, but they had done this before, and they were kind of taking over. So I just kind of was like, "Oh, I'll just sit and watch." And then they were like, "Come on, get up here." And I was like, "All right, let's go do
How
Catman
long
Bingo."
ago was this?
Oh man, I'm a terrible calendar.
This
Sterling,
was
any idea?
probably 3 or 4 years.
Oh, well, that's
maybe
not
4.
that long ago, guys. Come on. So Sterling, you
So
see
much has
this?
happened since then.
You see this
No,
Brad
it's
Pitt
so
looking
much.
dude come up to play bingo. What's your thoughts? What made you say, yeah, he could be a good bro pal?
So me and Adam, because me and Catman of West Oakland, Adam, we had been traveling around doing stuff, doing Catman Bingo and fundraising before, and it was amazing when I met Adam because you don't meet a ton of cat guys that's like you can talk all types of guy stuff, cat stuff, and just hang out. So that's how me and Adam linked. And so when we saw Nathan, it was like, oh man, dude, it's cool. Like he was like, yeah, we should get his number, hang out with him later. I was like, he should just come and host. Let's just hang out tonight. Let's.
I like it. I like it.
So for me, that's a big deal because, like I said, when I was little, I always was the guy loving the cats and being weird. So it's always cool to meet catmen, other catmen that love it. Love hanging out.
I think it was a strange connection, but you're not weird. You're doing some wonderful, great things for cats everywhere, both of you. Hey, we're going to find out about a dating app with these 2 dudes after we take this break. So just sit, purr. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life Show. I'm your host, Arden Moore. We're getting catty in a good way because we got 2 feline superstars. We have Nathan Kehn, a.k.a. Nathan the Cat Lady, and Sterling Davis, a.k.a. Trap King. And we were talking how they met at a cat bingo event, but they took it light years ahead. And I actually saw you 2 on Shark Tank a couple years ago. And tell us about the Tabby app. Let's go with you first. For 200, Sterling, go to about the Tabby app, and I know you want the app is tabbydates.com.
Well, it's crazy how it happened because Nathan had did an article. I believe it was with a magazine or something like that, and it was the whole thing was basically about women on dating apps, and they swipe left for men that have cats in their profile picture, meaning like guys with cats that's not attractive. So from
Aw,
there, from
you have
there
a
we
sensitive side. Come on.
right like that you would think that's a good thing. So we partnered up with our partner Lee Isaacson, who had created an app called Dig Dates, and it was a dating app for dog people.
Okay.
So we got together and decided to go on Shark Tank with our idea for Tabby Dates, which is a dating app for cat people because it's hard. It's been hard for me. It's been hard for Nathan. I've
Yeah.
had
Well, my
dates.
brother is a flaming heterosexual. I'm going to say it right there on the air. And Kevin would go on a date, and the lady didn't read his profile, and he would mention he has a pet, and she said, "Well, at least it's not a cat, is it?" Yeah, his name's Logger.
right.
And Kevin's like, "You didn't read my dating app?" So
Right.
real men love cats. So taking it forward, so you meet Mr. Wonderful, right, Mr. Nathan? And I see you have
Yep.
Princess with you there. A blue
Yep.
and is it a blue and a green eye?
Yellow. It's kind of a
Oh.
yellowish eye.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we jumped on, and it was funny because they tore us apart for the first 30 minutes. Like, you see it in our faces. They're
Yeah.
just,
We're like,
this
that's
isn't
it.
gonna work, and cat people and blah blah. And then yeah, just kind of the last minute, he's like, yeah, I'll make a deal.
Kevin
And I think you
O'Leary.
see it. Yeah, they cut it out, but he says that. I went, wait, seriously? Like, I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's probably the worst response in any negotiation ever when they say, hey, we'd like to make a deal. And I go, wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to
I don't know
think
why
about
you
it?
would do that. No, so I was just so taken back. But yeah, we ended up doing the deal with him. And so, but yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, like Sterling said, this had become like national news. It wasn't even a magazine article I did. It was, I'm completely blanking, but it was like a huge TV news network, like world news. And they doing a whole story on how cat men can't find dates because they did a study in Colorado.
Yeah.
And it was like something like 70% of women were like, oh yeah, I'd swipe left on that.
I
And
don't
which is,
understand that. I'm married now, so I'm not on the dating app, but I don't understand. You want a guy that's a dude that also has a sensitive side because cats bring that out, right?
and patience. That's
Oh,
another
thank
thing
you.
I talk about. The amount of patience you have to have. Like, you're telling me someone's gonna like have a 2-year-old and they're gonna like, no, you want a cat person. Like, a
Right.
cat is gonna knock things off the counter and break them,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to go, well, time to clean it up.
Yeah.
Like Princess threw up off the counter this morning. I just
Oh,
had to-
damn. Sorry we missed that. Bless you. Yeah. How about you,
That's
Sterling?
that's instantly showing commitment, patience, sensitivity.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's awesome. I can't believe that it's so many, but that's why we got started with that and wanted to, change the stereotypes, just like with rescue and a lot of other
Yes,
stuff.
we need to change the stereotype for cat men because I say real men love cats. And secondly, let's dive into what you're doing. We're going to get Nathan up next. Trap King. You're not you're not putting lions and tigers in a big cage. Tell people about
Yes.
humane trapping and how community cats all over the globe. Because I got to have you on our show earlier when you were helping out groups in Greece. Why is it humane trapping so vital? And what's the word on community cats? Because I love that you dedicate your life to that, Sterling.
Yeah, so TNR, Trap Neuter Return, is the humane alternative for death and euthanasia for stray and feral cat populations. So what I do and what Nathan has come along to help me do and help me out a lot is spread the word and educate about TNR and community cat care. So it's the process where the cats are caught in humane traps. They're taken to low-cost spay-neuter clinics where they're spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and then they're returned back to their colony. So this prevents overpopulation and spread disease. So if you see cats running around and they got an ear tip similar,
The left ear,
my
the
shirt,
left ear tip.
that
Yep,
left ear tip,
we have two in our house. We brought two community cats in. Yep, Mikey and Baxter. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is great, and I did have Nathan do a shout out on his tabbies. Do a shout on your tabby trio.
Oh, my
personal.
babies.
Yes, your babies.
So I gotta shout out who's somewhere Demita is laying around somewhere grooming Captain Patch, I'm sure. So Demita
Captain
Joe,
Patch. See, that's a cool name.
Captain
Yeah.
Patch, Alanis Musset, and Bowie, who is with Samantha and Amazing Acrocats
Ooh.
right now. So hey Sam, hey Bowie, if y'all listening.
Has Alana, the singer, said hi to your kitty yet?
Oh, Alanis is it's ironic. Like one of her
Isn't it?
songs. I'm always saying, isn't it ironic how Alanis is the youngest and the biggest of all my cats somehow? So yeah, she's very vocal and always talking.
All right. And I know you recently had an event with another big name in the cat world, kitten lady, Hannah Shaw, right?
Yeah, that was we had an event we did out in Austin with Shadow Cats, and we did a fundraising event which was pretty cool. Which it was kind of crazy because there was a fire alarm in the hotel we was in. So me and Hannah ended up at 5 a.m. running out of our rooms like half naked crazy people, but
with cat t-shirts, right?
right.
Come on.
With
Okay.
Only cat t-shirts.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
only
Sterling
wear
had
cat
on.
t-shirts to bed.
The story I heard, he just t-shirt on, ran right out of the hotel.
Hannah literally
So
ran
was his
out
ear
with-
tipped? No, just kidding.
I think Hannah literally ran out with a cat t-shirt on backwards. Like she was like
Oh my God. But everything was okay, right?
yeah, everything's okay.
I mean, both of you guys are leading crazy busy lives, and you have to thank cats in a way, right? Because Sterling, you were which branch of service did you serve?
The Navy.
The
Ooh,
Navy. Ooh, my brother was 20 years as a CB. Yep. So thank you for your
yeah.
service. Cool. My
Thank you.
wife was one of the first chicks to be a combat MP, and she's built like Ellen DeGeneres, so she doesn't scare you, but she's wiry. And my dad was in the Navy, so I'm big on that. So and we're gonna get into your music because you're a rapper turned trapper. And then guys, check out because Nathan is probably gonna get an Oscar or an Emmy someday. I know it. I'm putting the energy out there. So we're gonna take a quick break and continue the pursuit of Nathan the Cat Lady and Sterling Trap King Davis right after we take this commercial break. You got to keep that purr on. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life Show. You know who it is. It's Arden Moore. We're talking about the cool dudes, Nathan Kehn and Sterling Davis. Nathan, you've been on a lot of commercials. You've been some gigs for movies. You got the acting bug. And I've seen some fight scenes with you, so I'm not going to take you on. But tell us a little bit about how you got into acting. I think you started in modeling, right?
Yeah, so I tried to do the modeling, jump over to acting route. So I started in New York, modeling in my underwear way too much.
Like Ashton Kutcher, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The usual. And I did New York for about a year and just hated it so much.
What's something you hated about it? Come on.
Oh, let me get the scroll out.
I would be a little nervous with being in briefs myself if I was a dude, but anyway, keep going.
I mean, you never see the sun because you're in New York. The subways, the people, the trash, the smoking. Because at the time, everybody was smoking cigarettes. So it was just like everywhere you walk, you're just inhaling it. I was in a model apartment with 14 other guys.
Wait a minute. What does a model apartment mean?
Oh, that's like the best known scam in America. So basically, your agency has like a house or a hotel, not a hotel, a house or an apartment or whatever. And then they just put all of their clients in there, and then they just charge you on a tab to stay there. So I was paying $800 a month, I think, to stay on a cot in the living room.
Oh my gosh!
Like a literal cot.
And there were how many dudes with you?
There was 14 of us.
That's a lot of toilet flushing.
Yeah, a lot of flushing.
Wow!
A lot of flushing.
Wow!
And it was just,
I don't know why my mind went there, but it did.
Hey, but yeah.
So that was a hard
terrible
gig.
Yeah, so I left there, went home, and was like, you know what? Like, I'm not done. So I was like, let's go to LA. So I packed up my truck and drove out, and been here ever since. A little bumpy getting started, but yeah, things took off. I did a lot of commercial work, like Jurassic Park, a couple bank commercials,
Wait a minute, you just said Jurassic Park. I saw the little promo clip. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that was a fun one because they didn't tell me what it was going to be.
Yeah.
It said dinosaur game, and it was like a super low rate for the day. It was just like, I was just like, oh, this little fun little thing. And I get there, and Scott walks over and goes, okay, so here's the deal. This is for Jurassic World Alive, the new mobile app. The Universal producers are on their way. We've rented out that section of the park. And there's they're bringing in these giant sunshades and all. And I'm like, what? No, what? This is too much. Wasn't mentally prepared for this level of commercial. And but we ended up doing it. It was super fun. And then they came back and they're like, "Hey, they loved the commercial. It turned out so good. They want to air this on TV. They want to put this on the DVD. They might have it, So now when you watch, I think it's Jurassic World. I'm not sure which Jurassic World it is, but one of them, when you start the movie, this is the commercial that starts the movie. So it was cool. It was really
Well,
fun
I give you pause and applause. And also, I love your character, Officer Strawberry in Grief.
I loved Officer Strawberry.
Tell us about that, because you are totally out of character.
Yeah, no, I loved that role. So they, I got this audition, and I had met these directors before. I'd worked with them once before, and they sent me this role for Officer Strawberry, and immediately I was like, "Oh, I love this," because he was just name. So dry. Yeah, just like such a dry character. And so, funny story for the audition. And normally you don't do this, but I was like, "This guy, he has to be chewing gum all the time." So I put in gum for the audition, and then they gave me the callback, and on the callback they corrected the sides, and it said Officer Strawberry chewing bubble gum, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." You changed the script. I have this role, and I went in.
Give me a line. Let's hear the voice of Officer Strawberry. Can you remember?
Shoot!
Or just make one up. But do the voice.
I remember my favorite line. I'm standing on broken terracotta, sir.
Oh my God, that's
it's just
so
like
funny.
the most dry character. And so when we did the callback, I remember the first director who was reading, or the director was reading with me. He was trying so hard not to laugh that he goes, "I can't do this," and he handed it off to the producer.
Bravo.
And the producer came over. I was like, "Okay, we got this." So that was a fun role. Well, so yeah, so I just did a couple of those things, and then after Instagram took off, I started going out and did a bunch of Lifetime films. I did a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, I'm having Donica McKellar's my next guest on my next show.
Oh, very cool.
Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
So I'll tell her you said hi. I'm sure you guys are best friends. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And
totally.
Sterling, you've gotten in front of the camera too. Aren't you guys in some kind of a cat documentary, Sterling?
Oh, well, actually, Nathan is in Cat. I think it's the Cat Daddies.
Yeah.
Cat Daddies movie.
Yeah.
And then I did, and it's still on there now on Netflix. Cat People.
Yes, tell us about how do we find out about that, Sterling?
So on Netflix, if you have Netflix, you go to you pull up Cat People. It's a documentary called Cat People. In episode 4, I took the camera crew out in the blazing hot Atlanta sun, and we caught cats. And I know they were hot. Like them cats are huge. Atlanta is hot, and
yes,
I'm
around
chasing cats.
And you look like a stereotypical cat trapper myself, I'm thinking.
I hear that all the time.
Which, again, you're busting another stereotype, right? It can't be just little white old women, right?
Trying to, and we got to get those old them white women some help too. Them ladies need some help. It's bad if it's just one demographic doing all that work. So I want to get more men, more people of color, everybody involved in it.
I like that. We want to spend we've got a little bit before another break, but I want to get into a little bit about how you guys have created yourselves on social media. And it isn't easy. You guys are entrepreneurs, you're creative, you're dedicated to cats and acting and music. And just to jump it off, do you know there's some cat texting codes? Have you heard them? Have you seen the cat texting codes?
Am
I sharing something you don't know? Cat?
Yeah.
Do you know what MOL is?
MOL. Oh.
Meow out loud.
Meow loud. Okay. It took me a second. But I have.
I'm going to share a couple more. Two favorites. HAW. Humans are watching. And my last favorite, because SMB. Smell my butt.
Smell my butt.
That one I'm going to start using.
I am hoping I just inspired both of you to either write a rap song or do a little show on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, about cat texting codes. And I can't wait to see your creativity unleashed. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think we need both. I think we need an SMB rap, and just like,
yeah, we need to check
smell my butt.
Smell my butt. Yeah, that's my degree is from Purdue. It's really banking
yeah.
right now.
Don't want me trapping over there? Well, smell my butt.
You guys heard the ditty first here on Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life Show. But we do want to get into social media because I want people to follow you, follow you. And you've got a few people following you. So, Nathan, give us a couple of ones that we're going to put it in the bio too. But Instagram, YouTube, what are your biggest following sites?
Yeah, my big ones, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm just now starting to really get into YouTube because they now have YouTube Shorts, so I can actually start putting all my old content up on there. So that'll be awesome.
That's a good point. So how do we follow you?
Just look up Nathan the Cat Lady everywhere. Just Nathan the Cat Lady on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And yeah, just go give it a follow. Give me some comments. Come slip into my DMs.
All right, Sterling, let's talk about you. How do we find you?
So I am the original Trap King pretty much everywhere. I'm Sterling Davis on Facebook and the original Trap King Humane Cat Solutions on Facebook. And then on Instagram, I am _original_ Trap King. If you pull up Trap King, you will find me though.
Yes.
You will find me. You'll see the logo with the cat logo with the ear tip.
I like it.
Yeah. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And like Nathan, I'm trying to slowly, gradually get myself into YouTube. And we're on Trap King is on Patreon as well.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Get his Patreon for sure.
All right, so we're going to learn more. We got one more segment with these guys. I am having a blast, and we're going to learn a little bit about social media tips and more with Nathan Kehn, a.k.a. Nathan the Cat Lady, and Sterling Davis, a.k.a. Trap King, after we take this break. So sit and purr. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our show. We're having a blast with Nathan Kehn and Sterling Davis. The dudes are all over the place when it comes to cats, music, and on the big screen. They've appeared in commercials. They got a dating app. When do you guys sleep? Because, cats do take a lot of naps. Start with you, Nathan, first. I mean, dude, what's your day like?
Cool. I'm usually up around like 6:37, and first thing I'm at the computer getting work done, emails, invoices, all that kind of fun stuff, doing the actual business side of things. And then, start knocking out content, whether I'm like writing that day or filming, sneak away to go to the gym or to fight classes or something like that. And then
I did see you plunge into a pool of ice water.
I've been doing the ice bath lately,
What's the deal with that? It gives me a shiver.
So one of my buddies, he started this company. It's called Twin, which is like take what you need. And it's basically a whole wellness thing of, you work on your breathing and stuff like that, and then you do a cold plunge, and it's really good for your body after like a workout or recovery and stuff like that. So we've been doing those lately, and it's fun. It's like a cool accomplishment to like dip down into water that cold for 2 minutes and then come out. You like,
are you going to do that, Sterling?
I used to do that playing sports, and I haven't done it in a while. I'll probably scream and cry like crazy, but I do. It is good. I know what he's talking about. It is good.
What's your sport? You like?
Basketball and football. Well, I'll say basketball because I played football in high school, and I took myself out of the game after an injury, and I realized that wasn't my sport.
Are you a forward, or what was your position?
I'm a guard in basketball.
Oh, so you're
in football. I was a receiver, but I stopped playing football pretty quick.
So we know that Nathan gets up at 6:30. Dude, what time do you get up, Sterling? Are you like a cat? Do you work into the night?
Oh yeah, but I have to. I'll work late, but even because I'll be out trapping late. But then I still have to get up early because most clinics, their intake for TNR is before 8 a.m.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's not most clinics. You can't just pop up at 1 in the afternoon. Like, here's my TNR cat. Like, they try to knock that out early on. So most clinics, it'll be anywhere from 7 to 8:30 in the morning. So I'm usually up sometime before.
So you take cat naps?
Oh, I take a lot of cat because throughout the day I'm doing too much. Like Nathan said, I got to sneak in the gym. I'll trap at different times. I have virtual trainings that I do because I'm educating on TNR.
Yeah, so I like that.
I'll cat nap. Like I'll probably go to the gym, take a cat nap, and then go trap, and then take another cat nap. So it's all over the place.
But look, for those on YouTube, they've got big smiles, everybody. And for you on radio, you can hear the smiles from Nathan and Sterling. You guys are living your life, don't you think?
Oh, 100%.
If you
I can't see you guys as 9 to 5ers.
Well, that's the thing. I think back to, because like when I first came out here, I mean, living in LA is expensive. And there was a time when I was doing, working full time at Abercrombie, don't judge me, Abercrombie in the morning, and then going and working as a mechanical bull operator till 2:30 in the morning at night. So I was doing 16-hour days, 4 or 5 days a week just to make ends meet. So to be able to just like
hang with Princess and Ginger.
I mean, I work probably the same amount of hours, but I'm doing what I love. I get to be creative. I would like to think I'm making a difference in some regards. So it's like it's way better. So yeah, I'm working a lot, but it's doing what we love.
Sterling, a couple of things for folks. What are some equipment people need? Give us a few tips on how to make your message sing on Instagram and all that, those others.
Believe it or not, I would say hashtags. I got lucky. I didn't do hashtags right. You want to hashtag the things that might relate to what you're doing.
Yeah.
I created my own weird hashtags like, Barack Obama and stuff like that. I created my own weird hashtags. So that didn't help me out. But one of the things one tip, and Nathan, I'm probably stealing this from Nathan because Nathan actually taught me about this one, is your cover photo. Like when people go and look at your posts and they scrolling through, if you have a cover photo that's just dark or black or you can't see anything, why would someone want to click on that? So Nathan actually taught me that on getting better with your cover.
Well, you tend to have like a nice black and a white, kind of you with the hat on, with a cat and a trap. You're looking all kind of model-like, right?
That's type of stuff from my rapping days too. That's cool. I try to make it cool like that. I try to promote TNR like I would promote a rap album, make it real cool and hip.
Okay, and Nathan, you have an image with you wearing aluminum foil with the cats. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was my favorite photo with the kitties. And actually, I'll be at PopCats this weekend. I'm actually going to be selling those posters.
Oh, so cool. But tell people for the 3 people that don't know what it looks like, what is it?
Yeah, so it's me sitting on the couch with all 4 kitties, and we're all wearing tinfoil hats
and they're
protect
pointed
ourselves from the aliens. Yeah. And then the full photo, which will be in the poster, is you see the TV and there's like a spaceship coming through the TV. So that was my friend Tanya Dahl. She's amazing. She's a photographer and so good with Photoshop. So she came over, we did a whole photo shoot for the day, and then she edited and sent it back. And it's my favorite photo.
I love it. Now, you do a lot of shorts on Instagram and others, all of you, both of you. But Nathan, you always have like a little song clip and you're doing things. And I'm sure, tell us the equipment you have and how hard is it to edit all that? Because,
Yeah, editing's definitely the trick. I don't think people take that into account about how much editing, especially when I try and do I've been trying to get a lot of green screen stuff in there to just kind of up the bar a little bit, because now.
And what do you mean by that? Because people need to. So you're putting fun backgrounds.
So like I did one recently where I did a Mortal Kombat skit where I'm fighting Pickles in a Mortal Kombat game, which means I had to crop both of us out and then put special effects like lightning and fire, and then we're in the Mortal Kombat arena. So that one took me, I think, about 6.5, 7 hours just to edit.
Wow.
Another like 6 hours of filming and prep and stuff like that, because it's just a lot of work. But the simpler stuff I do, I edit those on my phone. I have a tripod and a phone, and I just set up the tripod to get my different shots. Sometimes I have to be sneaky, and like yesterday I was filming on the couch and I had to put a remote control where I was going to sit so that when I went down I could move the remote and knew that that's where I was going to be facing the camera.
So is there an editing app you could recommend?
Yeah, I use InShot.
InShot.
Yeah, INSHOT. It's a little red logo. I use that. Super simple, and they keep adding new features. You can now do green screen on that green screen on that, which is easy. And all my sounds go into there. And then I subscribe to a music copyright free site.
That's good.
It's called Soundstripe, and basically it's a one-time year, but because a lot of times when I do promos for brands, you can't use copyrighted music. Like I can't use Shakira and have a litter bag, and I'm like shaking it with the Shakira. So I have
or
to
any
go
Trap
through.
King rapping songs. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. So there's probably every skit I do that doesn't have a well-known song. There's probably about 30 minutes in there of me just going, this song, no, this song, no, this song, no.
But
and just,
you did two key things: in shot and what's the sound
Soundstripe.
Yeah, but that's going to help people. Do you, Mr. Sterling? You sometimes have somebody filming you, right? Or do you do the tripod self?
Well, every once in a while, like I'll have people out volunteering with me trapping, so they'll help me film stuff. I have, with trapping with catching cats, it's crazy because you never know.
And cats are going to sit on cue. Sit, stay, kitty.
Yeah.
No,
they're not. You got to bribe a kitty for all of that. And I do clicker train with cats, but cats, the ferals, you never know what's gonna happen. So I set up my iPad in weird areas to try to get the cats when they going inside the trap. Like I got a lot of weird little tricks that I try to pull off. A GoPro that helps out. So yeah.
That's good. We've got a minute left. I want each of you to please tell us how cats have made you a better dude, and any parting message. Take it away, Sterling. You go first this time.
Cats have made me a better dude because, like we were saying earlier, the patience. I am a much more patient, compassionate man after understanding and see what they go through and what the mama cats can do without fingers. They got paws and they do all of this stuff for their babies.
No thumbs.
No thumbs. So it's made me a much more compassionate, loving person. And if I could leave y'all with anything, you don't lose cool points for compassion.
I love that. Mr. Nathan, take it away.
Yeah, I think having cats has really taught me empathy and responsibility. I mean, I got 4 kitties here that are completely dependent on me. So, like learning like, oh shoot, they haven't played in a couple of days. Like we need to take some time to play. We got to make sure the litter box is clean. Like they're dependent on me. And I think that carries over into people. You start realizing like, oh, like this person needs help moving today. You know what? They need some help. Like it's kind of carried over, which has been awesome. And I'd say something to a note to leave on. I don't think there should be cat people. I don't think there should be dog people. I think there should be animal people.
I love it. Yeah, I live with cats, dogs. I call it the furry Brady Bunch. That's who I live with. Hey, everybody, that's our show for today. Pause up to our special guest, Nathan Kehn, a.k.a. Nathan the Cat Lady, Sterling Davis, a.k.a. Trap King. Special shout out to our wonderful sponsor, Tevra, the makers of great pet products. Just go to tevrabrands.com. And thank you, all you pet pals, for tuning in and for all the stations airing our show coast to coast. So subscribe. Just go to fourleggedlife.com. And until next time, this is Arden Moore saying to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there, pause up!
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.
Four-Legged Life.
Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content.
Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.